is going to be somewhat of a short video today. There's not too much going on. There's a few races that's going to happen. I do need to test out the bottle on this. Make sure that, you know, what I was theorizing before is actually what's going on with it. And hopefully it runs correctly. That and I still need to drive it, test out the seat because I haven't driven it since I fixed that. So we're going to get to filling this bottle and get out and try it out. So let's get to it. All right, so like I talked about before with my nitrous situation, I decided I'm gonna try something new with filling bottles. I decided I bought this vacuum pump, and I got the vacuum pump hooked up to the nitrous bottle. So basically, with this ball valve here, I can pull a vacuum on. This will go straight to the bottle. I can pull a vacuum. I can shut this, and then, you know, the bottle will be completely evacuated of any moisture and any air. So there's no air that's going to get stuck in there. And then I can just fill it. It's not really going to help necessarily with like pulling it out of the mother bottle. But it's mostly to get the moisture out and to take any air out of the system so I don't have any imperfections, you know, have a shitty fill like I had problems with in the Mini Cooper. Working on filling this bottle now. It's been in the freezer for days, so it is plenty cold. Got that plenty hot. Running the vacuum. We vacuum this thing down. This is the trouble bottle, one that's been causing me all the problems, and see if I can get a fill. Unfortunately, I don't really have enough nitrous in there, but we'll get as much as I can in there. I'm running out of time, but I got another bottle in here. I'm about to go try it, make some test hits, and then I gotta rush back here, top the bottle back off so I can go race some people. So hopefully everything goes according to plan. Otherwise, yeah, I'm just gonna straight run out of time. Alright, so the initial hit was okay, but then it just kind of got rich again. I just don't get it. Because I jetted it back up to the 32 fuel jet, which is where I had it before, you know, last time when it was running really good right before I went out to races and it went to shit. I don't get it. So I went back down to a 30. It just doesn't seem right. I don't understand this. It makes no sense. I'm running out of ideas. back in the garage. You know, the Mini did good. Unfortunately, it was another night where there wasn't a lot of cars that were the same speed as the Mini. It was a lot of, you know, stuff that was faster than it. And it would have been, some of those cars would have been, you know, good races for the Exoset, but the Exoset is having nitrous problems right now, which, yeah, I don't know. Oh, I haven't looked into it yet. But for this, you know, I don't know. I'm still not 100% if it's fixed. I really don't know. The air fuel ratios were decent. Like, it's weird because I put the jet in, I put in the 32, the same one I had, and it ran super rich, unlike that other day where it was fine. So I don't know. And then, so I jetted it down to a 30. It was better, and I was like, okay. And then after I had like one run, I did a log, or checked the logs. Still seemed a little rich. So I actually went down to a 29. So I went down quite a bit on the fuel. And I mean, it was doing good. It was ripping pretty good, you know. The air fuels were still, I don't know, they're still kind of diving down at the end. And I'm not sure what I can do about it. I don't know. But other than that, it was doing fine. I mean, you know, that the Corvette race, you know, he said he missed third and fourth. I don't really... he definitely missed one gear for sure. I don't know if he just gave up or what. Like, I tried to re-race him and he like just kept driving, and I'm like, I don't know what he's doing. And then he came back, like I came back and I was like, hey man, where'd you go? And he's like, oh, I turned around here. And I was like, oh, I was gonna re-race you. And I don't know, it sounded like he wasn't really interested in racing. I'm like, okay, whatever. But he said he liked the car, so that's cool. The Subaru guy, first race, he missed a gear, but then he got it back into gear, and he wasn't able to pull past me, so I was doing pretty good. The second race, it was a pretty clean race, and he had, you know, car and a half, maybe 2 cars on me. And that Subaru, I don't know what kind of power he's making, but it's quite a bit. It's pretty rare you see a Subaru that runs correctly, but this one was actually running pretty good. And it's got like a big turbo on it and all this stuff, but it was pretty stout. The Audi race, that was... so I talked to him again about it. Apparently it's not an S8, it's an A8L. There's really not that much difference. It's still, you know, tune, intakes, whatever. But yeah, the first race we did, I just absolutely blew the tires off. But I was like, you know what, we're going to try it. I've never tried a second gear in this on the bottle. So I tried it. It didn't really work out. But the third gear race, it was a pretty good one. You know, we were pretty dead even until a certain speed, and then he just kind of slowly inches past me. And that's kind of how it was with the other races. But I do feel like it was a little bit closer, so maybe it is running better. Maybe it is getting a little, you know, making a little bit more power. It's hard to say. But, oh, and then one other thing, the seat. So I haven't talked about the seat since last time, you know, when I fixed it and I hadn't driven it. It's definitely better. It's definitely better. The distance from the pedals is like perfect. It's exactly what I needed. The seat still sits up a little bit too high. It definitely still sits up higher than the factory seat, which is just strange. I don't really understand that. I don't know why it's doing that, but whatever. It does need to be angled up in the front a little bit more. It's better. Like, it wasn't a big deal to drive it. It was pretty good. I feel like just if it was tweaked just a little bit up in the front, it'd be like minty. Be right where I need it to be. Other than that, it's pretty good. It's honestly, the seat it's not that bad to be driving around, you know, long term. And I thought it was going to be a little bit stiff, and it's a little bit, but it's not too bad. I think it's going to break in. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for this video. I don't have much else for you. So, hopefully we can get some more mini stuff going here, pretty soon. But until then, like, subscribe, do the things. Peace out.